the middle of September and we are back in northern Ontario, small game hunting for grouse and waterfowl.
We just got up north. Can't drive our truck back, it's too narrow. Don't want to scratch it up, so we hooked the trailer onto the quad. And we got back into this nice clearing. It's away from the road, it's very secluded. In this wilderness. We are in the bush. Time to set up camp.
Not long after camp was set up, we had a surprise visitor. Evening set in quick. We enjoyed a couple steaks cooked over the fire and hit the sack.
Just like the battery issue. You.
Yeah.
So.
We fill up our tumblers and get ready to head out for the morning.
Well, we got breakfast and coffee out of the way, and we're gonna go try and flush up some grouse. It's a nice sunrise this morning. That's what we got to camp with.
Jordan sharpens his waterfowling skills in hopes of dropping a duck or two.
Here we go. All right, let's see if we can flush one up. Seen one grouse up there. Looks like you might have hit it. Seems like fall is going to arrive a little later this year than last year, because we were here this time last year and there was a lot more colors, the reds and yellows, the maples and oak trees, but there's some mostly just reds right now. Reds and purples, squirrels. George jumped a duck on this pond. He dropped it in the water, so he had to get out there to retrieve it. Well, I guess you do what you got to do. There's a little woody.
I can't see the screen at all.
I'm just out doing some scavenging, looking for some, just collecting some birch bark, so we got some readily available to get fires going. There's never a problem finding that. Lots of birch bark around. A lot of rocks turned over and moss pulled over, and the bears are rolling them over looking for grubs and whatnot. And we got out this morning, we had our coffee and breakfast, and we jumped on the quad and went down to do some grouse hunting. And we weren't down the road just a few minutes, and there was a black bear stood up right off the side of the road, about 15 yards right beside us. Couldn't get a shot of it at all, but it was pretty amazing just watching those things up close like that. So back to camp chores.
After a long day in the hot sun, it was nice to kick back with a campfire as the night air cooled down.
View from the fabulous Thunderbox. Chef Jordan getting the breakfast ready. We had a chilly morning, never had the wood stove going, and some pretty chilly temps overnight. So we got us a morning campfire to warm up. And the sun's coming up now.
Well, this is our second morning waking up at camp here, and it was a chilly night in the tent, tell you that. Never had enough wood ready to get the wood stove going in there. We didn't bother. It was warm enough sleeping. It was just getting out of the sleeping bag was pretty chilly. Yeah. Yes, you got him.
Oh no, it's a hen.
Is it?
Yeah.
Taking the quad back to logging roads and kind of just staying in the bush just because the sun's so blistering hot still. And it's actually nicer to be in the woods than it is out in the open right now. I'm going to stay out here till around supper time and head back to camp, and we got a couple ducks and a grouse to cook up. So Jordo's just coming down to pick me up now. I'm just checking out this burn site. This was burned probably, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago kind of thing. Lots of dead trees up here. A few mushrooms. Haven't been able to identify anything up here yet, but just checking it out. Staying cool. Bob, your uncle. George just finished cleaning some ducks and a grouse. We're gonna have a nice fresh meal tonight.
It's gonna be good. Finally.
I'm just fashioning up a nice tarp cover here because we need shade.
It's the hottest hunt ever. Suntan hunt here.
Read your yin yang off at night. Svet.
The biggest change in temperature from morning to night.
It's been really extreme, I find, this year. I mean, I'm trying to think last year. Well, we were running the wood stove anyway.
Like this morning.
Nice little add-on. That actually looks pretty decent.
Oh yeah.
Uniform. I mean, it's still there's some shade, not a lot, but we need this shade right here.
Yeah, look. Look
'Cause
how much friggin' sun it gets in everywhere.
chasing shade just to keep our coolers over there in the shade all the time. I think we're winning though. After day one, we managed to get a couple of birds. Time to prep for our wild game supper. We're going to do mini potatoes. We're going to do grouse stuffed jalapeno poppers. What else we got going here? And George's got the fire going, and he's rigging up a spit to cook our ducks. We'll check back in on that in a bit. A little bit of culinary work to do. And we'll get her going. Alright, got all the hot stuff out of the way.
Sounds like some jujit.
rough grouse George got today. It's getting seared up. It's going inside the jalapenos with some cream cheese wrapped with bacon. And then here we're doing just one duck. We're gonna have some potatoes with that. And that's living right there. We eating like kings today. There's our grouse meat all seared up. I'll let that sit there and stay warm in this pan. I'm going to throw those potatoes in there. Add some oil and seasoning. Alright, we got the cream cheese and the jalapenos. Next I'm going to stick the grouse meat on there and then wrap it with some bacon. Potatoes are pretty much done. Keep them covered. That is looking fine. Beautiful. All right. Alright. Cast iron cooking. Coming along. Potatoes are still hot. This is what we came for right here. If you don't like duck, you're not cooking it right.
For a filler, really.
Amazing. Foxy lady. How was your weekend? Oh, not bad. Hung out with a black box. Charlotte would love to have you as a pet. Got anything for me, Dad?
Yeah, you imagine bringing this home, Charlotte would freak. Oh, I'm used.
Love the tail on that thing.
Oh, he's a good-looking animal. It's like a perfect-sized dog, eh?
Yeah. Fetch him up.
And I've given him the good dog food. Well, I'm sure if we stayed here all week, he would. Yeah, alright, but...
In the next episode, we meet up with our friends Milan and Ivan, and they take us deeper into grouse country.
Classic morning at the hunt camp. We made our breakfast and coffee, warmed up in front of the wood stove, watched the sun come up, and burn off that morning fog. We meet up with our friends Milan and Ivan, and they take us deeper into grouse country.
Just saw him running, man. I'm like, I hope he's on it. Good job, brother.
Pretty bird.
And did I not say like 2 seconds before? I'm like, it's getting grousey.
Grousey.
Big one? Oh, you don't see him? Oh yeah, he's right in front of you. Oh, okay. Yeah, take your time. Okay, we're back on or no? Yeah. Okay, all right, Dave, I want to scooch in here.
All right.
It's starting to get.
You want to come in here?
No, I want.
No, he's
the left over here. The ridge is done, so I'm gonna stay. Unless you want to, it's up to you, man. You want to walk the road?
No, you call. I shot a bird, so whatever you do.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna go in here and try to pick some up.
right here. A little bit ahead, not too far. You're all right.
Oh, absolutely. Is that a cliff or I can go down this or no?
No, you got to hook towards me and Dave.
Yeah, it's like straight down right in front of you. Go to your left. Go to the left of that spruce.
Yeah.
If you can get yourself up early, you'll be lucky enough to bag a few grouse on an old logging road as they come out to pick up some gravel for their crops. If you miss the morning rush, then you'll have to get into the bush and kick them up. That's how we get the majority of our birds. Typically, one guy on the trail with a guy flanking on either side. And you might get lucky enough to kick up other small game.
Sick shot on the one on the right.
Oh yeah, took your head.
Shot by the boulders. Yeah. Dude, that one's awesome.
So the next day, Jordan and I set out to explore for the afternoon. We came across a Blanding's turtle, which is on the endangered species list. We helped it off the road so it wouldn't get run over. We got back to camp and started to prep our wild game supper. We collected some wild edibles, harvested some duck, woodcock, and lots of ruffed grouse.
Jordan and I outdid ourselves this time.
Oh, buddy.
This was our classic deep fried grouse we did last year. Typical with Cajun fish crisp. And we did Drake wood duck on the fire. We did deep fried puffball, pear and gem studded. And we did some, oh sorry, that's the woodcock. Jordan got that one last night. I'm gonna chew on that a little bit. The crown tip coral mushrooms, sauteed in butter with salt and pepper. Am I missing anything?
Huh.
Oh, Frank's hot sauce and butter. This is epic.
Tip.
Fruits of your labor. Really? Light out. Just 10 minutes till dusk, a legal shooting light, and the woodcock come out about 4 or 5 minutes before last light. So we're gonna try and drop a couple more here. We got 2 last night. We're gonna try and get a couple more. George's kitty corner to me, set up safely.